My name is Bernice Millsat, and today I will be doing my PowerPoint presentation on smoking. So, what is smoking? Smoking is the action or habit of inhaling and exhaling the smoke of tobacco by sucking on the end of a lit cigar, cigarette, pipe, and etc. Smoking contains nicotine and many other harmful chemicals. These ingredients can be very addictive and lead to addiction. Where did smoking come from? Smoking originally came from Native American. Native American praised smoking. Well, they believed that tobacco had healing powers. Native American gifted Christopher Columbus the gift of tobacco, and so he began to smoke it. History behind smoking. Smoking dates back as early as 5000 3000 BC. Smoking been growing wild for nearly 8,000 years among Americans. Smoking started with tobacco, but back then tobacco wasn't really smoked. It was mainly in pipes, cigars, either chewed or sniffed. Around 2,000 years ago, smoking began to be chewed and smoked during cultural and religious ceremony and events. Early in tobacco history, it was used for the cure of all remedies such as dressing wounded, reducing pain for toothaches. During the World War I, American surgeons praised cigarettes for helping the wounded relax and ease their pain. Here in the picture, as you can see, it shows two pictures of cigarettes. As I was researching, I found that cigarettes contain over 400 chemicals. Some of these chemicals are as follows: lighter fluid, carbon monoxide, tar, nicotine, paint, acid, and many other harmful chemicals. Why do people smoke? People smoke due to peer pressure. When a person has gone through their teenager age phase, they tend to highly be aware of their social and psychological toll it takes to fit in or be deemed as cool. Another way people smoke is parental influence. When you're a child, you see your parents smoke. Chances are you will more likely end up be smoking, and your chances double. The next reason on why people smoke is due to social media. Every TV you turn on, site you look at, there are at least somebody smoking, some big influencer smoking, and people tend to believe that it's okay. It's the norm, it's the coolest thing to do. Some people smoke just for the cool of it, or it's just fun to them. Some do it because they're stressed, peer pressure of school, work, home, anything stressful, any stress factors can lead a person into smoking. Statistics of smoking. As of 2020, 12.5% of U.S. adults people currently smoke. This is an estimate of 3 million people. 14.1 are men and 11 are women. Smoking alone accounts for more than 4,800,000 deaths every year, 1 in 5 deaths. More than 16 million Americans live with smoking-related disease. So what is the problem with smoking? From 1880 to 1920, populist health reform movement led to an early anti-smoking, not due to a health issue, but to show that their concern in morals and hygiene. Some people ain't like the smell. Some people just know smoking is not meant to be inhaled. So why do it? In the late 1940s, smoking was the first link to lung cancer and other diseases. Early 1950s. June 12th of 1957, Leroy pointed out that there was a relationship between smoking and lung cancer. How does smoking affect the brain? When putting tobacco into your body, it absorbs into your blood. Upon entering into the blood, nicotine immediately stimulates the adrenal glands to release a hormone, emphyseme. Emphyseme stimulates the central nerve system and increase your blood pressure, your breathing, and your heart rate. According to the World Health Organization, smoking tobacco makes you more vulnerable to mental illness. It can increase your levels of depression, anxiety, stress, ADHD, psychiatric symptoms. Evidence suggested that high levels of negative emotion, such as depression, anxiety, and anger, is associated with smoking behaviors. Several recent studies shown that the relationship between negative emotion and smoking addiction. On the other hand, positive emotion was found to be associated with smoking desires. How does smoking affect your health? Smoking can lead to lung cancer. Smoking causes about 90% of lung cancer, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, even mouth cancer. It affects your teeth, gums, and can cause you to lose your tooth. It increases your risk for heart disease, leading to heart attacks or strokes. Smoking increases your risk for coronary heart disease by 4 to 10 times, and it's the same for stroke. For men, lung cancer develops by 25 times, and for women by 25.7 times. So it's a little bit higher, but it's around the same time. Smoking's damage. Smoking can damage your blood vessels and can make your blood vessels thin and grow narrow. Due to that, it makes your heart beat faster and your blood pressure high. Clots could be formed due to smoking. Smoking could cause blockage that can reduce blood flow and lead to smoking causes blockage that can reduce blood flow to your leg and skin. Smoking affects your bone health. There is a such thing called smoker's leg. Places in your body smoking damage. Smoke damage your bladder, your cervix, your colon, your rectum, your kidney, blood, liver, stomach, pancreas, lung, head, and neck. These damages may cause stroke, blindness, gun infection, aortic eruption, heart disease, hardening of the arteries, chronic lung disease, asthma, reduced fertility, and hip fractures. Choices. There are many different choices that people use to smoke. There's so many choices out here. These choices are as follows: cigarettes, cigar, tobacco, pipes, blunts, vapes, hookah, bongs, and many more. Treatments of smoking. Treatments that people could consider when smoking could be self-help. There are 12-step programs out here. There are booklets and videos, but studies have shown that these treatments are not as effective. You can either go to counseling, provide smokers with practical counseling, problem-solving skills, and skills training. And the last treatment that I found could be nicotine replacement therapy. It's a medication that delivers nicotine with the intent to replace at least partial the nicotine obtained from cigarettes and to reduce the severity of nicotine withdrawal symptoms. There are many different other ways that the therapy could be used. You can use it through patches, nasal spray, or inhaler. In conclusion, quit smoking. Here is a hotline for those who's trying to quit smoking. 1-800-QUIT-NOW is a national portal to a network of states' quick line. Quit smoking. Your life is beautiful.